Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm comparing one of the most influential, loved and complimented fragrances of this decade, or last decade I should say, Baccarat Rouge 540, with a new clone that I've discovered thanks to one of my subscribers. And I'm really sorry mate, I cannot remember your name, but it was one of you guys who recommended that I try it. Please reveal yourself once you've seen the scent. Now, I don't have a full bottle. I have a 15 ml of Baccarat Rouge 540. It's not one of my favorite scents, but if you've never smelled Baccarat Rouge, let me explain to you. It was released first in 2014 as an anniversary, 250th anniversary of Baccarat Crystal. Now, if you have not known this, Baccarat is a place in France which manufactures one of the most celebrated and coveted crystalware. Now, what they've done is they've tried to celebrate the rouge, red crystal, which is basically a mixture of clear crystal with gold flakes, 24 karat gold flakes, to create a beautiful red, bright crystal. That was the reason for Baccarat Rouge 540, and apparently 540 degrees is the gradual heat you get to get that beautiful red ruby, almost blood-like color. So that's the story. The scent was created by Maison Francis Couchon, first released in 2014, and then as a final release with the MFK badge in 2016. The scent basically is an esoteric concept of trying to give you a scent which resembles the Baccarat Rouge glass. And it's very romantic and very, very affable scent. The scent, when it starts off, has the smell of burnt sugar, or some people call it cotton candy. The smell basically is bright, very effervescent and very strong, extremely strong. That's the reason I can't deal with it. It starts off smelling like a sugary candy stuff. The sweetness is there, but what saves the day, in my opinion, for this very fine scent is very airy and clear kind of a scent, very transparent, like glass is. And it's supposed to sometimes emulate crushed glass. It's a complex scent, expensive. It has notes in the opening of saffron, very clean saffron. It's a very clean, transparent smell. Amberwood, which is a synthetic compound, and there's a lot of ambroxan here. And ambroxan is something I have difficulty with if it's used in a certain way. Here it's very heady. And ambroxan, along with ambroxan, there is a beautiful note of jasmine, very clean, fresh, pure sort of jasmine, but not the indolic jasmine, very clean jasmine. And along with jasmine, there's a note of cedar, very beautiful, woody cedar, and that's in the base. And cedar is combined with a pine resin note, which is the best part for me. The pine resin note gives it sort of depth. In spite of being a clean scent, it's got a lot of depth and complexity. It's a nice scent. I just have difficulty because it's sort of kind of scent which really boggles my mind and also bothers my nose. A lot of ambroxan plus amberwood. Amberwood, if you know, is another chemical substitute that is gaining a lot of ground, and a lot of fragrances, modern fragrances, current fragrances use amberwood quite a lot. So that's the scent, yeah? So clean, woody, transparent, and very affable. It's one of those scents that really draws people in and hence has a huge potential for compliment, and it's an amazing favorite with people. People who look for these sort of fragrances, you know, the crowd pullers, the compliment magnets, they love this scent. I wish I could. I just can't deal with the strength of the scent. It's really strong. So, in spite of being clean and transparent, it's one of the most strongest fragrances. Now, I want to show you a very cheap alternative. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a clone, but it's a very cheap alternative. So how much does Baccarat Rouge go for? The 70 ml can set you back by 150 British pounds. So it's not cheap, very expensive. So here is a cheap alternative, and it's by Lattafa, and it's called, I always forget the name, it's quite an odd sort of name. It's called Ana Abiyedh Rouge. Now, my viewers from Saudi Arabia, if you can help me, what does it mean in Arabian? I know rouge means red. Ana Abiyedh. What does that mean? So this is the packaging. The bottle is brilliant. The packaging is lovely, red and sort of golden red and white combination. It's just lovely. Really suits what you're about to experience. Look at the bottle, guys. This is no cheap, cut and dry job. It's a very nice cut glass, beautiful sort of sticker in the front. But what I like about this fragrance is how beautiful this atomizer is. There's a dark red atomizer in the middle. Even the the pipe, if you like, is red in color. And look at the cap with Lattafa logo embossed in the front and a golden rim around it. Really nice job. Beautiful presentation. Very, very contemporary. Yeah, I really like this. And all this for 12 pounds. 12 British pounds. 60 ml. Can you believe that? I mean, it is expensive, 12 pounds for 60 ml. If you double it up, it's about 24, 25 pounds for 100 ml. Still, it's lovely. And the scent. The scent is exactly the same with subtle differences. Now, when you first spray this, it smells like caramelized burnt sugar with woody elements. But what I like is the dry down. And the dry down copies the Baccarat Rouge DNA. It has all those elements I mentioned, along with a certain clean neroli aspect. So it's even more fresher, slightly more cleaner version and slightly more woodier version of Baccarat Rouge. Yeah, this is what I liked about Ana Abiyedh Rouge. It has slightly more body. It's not as transparent and slightly more woodier and slightly more cleaner. Very, very nice. The best thing about this fragrance is this amazingly beautiful sillage you get. I had no problems wearing this. It didn't give me the headache. It doesn't have the huge volumes of ambroxan. That heady quality that I was struggling with Baccarat Rouge is completely absent. But if you do a side-by-side comparison, Ana Abiyedh is very inferior in quality. Not very, but quite inferior. So what are the similarities and differences? Similarities. Number one similarity, it'll get you the same effect. I've tested it today at work and I asked one of my colleagues and she said, I smell really clean and very elegant and very attractive. And she then jokingly said, if this is what my boyfriend wore, I'll definitely ask him out. So this has that same quality of being very attractive, affable, people puller, crowd pulling ability. It has that same ability. That's a similarity. The scent profile, I would say, is about 70% same. Slightly more woodier. There's a neroli type freshness, slightly more woodier, more body to it. It's not as transparent as Baccarat Rouge. Yeah, the cedar here has got more body, which is what I liked. It's more woody. I like that. Differences, performance. Now, Baccarat Rouge 540 is an absolute beast. It lasts for about 24 hours on your skin. It projects for about 12 hours. More than 2 sprays, you will kill everybody around you. It's heavy projector, massive, with huge sillage. It's a fabulous powerhouse fragrance. This one, probably half of it. I got full 13 to 14 hours of wear. It stopped projecting after about 4 or 5 hours. So half the period of projection, but still very good. I wore only one spray on my hand because this is the kind of scents I try and avoid. They tend to give me a headache, but this one didn't. And I've tested it now 3 or 4 times. It's really well made. Doesn't smell cheap at all. But the difference is, clear difference is, once you do a side-by-side, you'll see that this is very inferior, quite inferior to Baccarat Rouge. And the performance is about half, but still significant. 14 hours, 15 hours easy, with projection of at least 5 hours, and has the same pull value. People don't see this as a cheap fragrance. But yeah, if somebody smelled Baccarat Rouge side by side, they'll say, yeah, this is quite inferior. But that doesn't mean that this is harsh or synthetic. Well, Baccarat Rouge is a synthetic fragrance. It just means that it can't stand up to Baccarat Rouge on side-by-side comparison. Wear it on your own, in the air. The smell, the trail it leaves, it's very similar to Baccarat Rouge. So I was really overjoyed because I heard to that recommendation. I get a lot of recommendations in my comments, as you've seen, but I listened to this one and this made me really happy because this is one version of Baccarat Rouge I can wear. No problem. It got me the same kind of reaction from a very pretty lady, and it costs a fraction of the price. So if you're interested, if you like Baccarat Rouge, you can try it. if you've never smelled Baccarat Rouge, the kind of smell I explained to you and the kind of compliment factor this has, this will really interest you. So if you're a person on a budget, do look into this. Hope you like the review, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.